Rent prices keep going up, and if you've been paying attention, you already feel it every year, every renewal. Minus one new listing, it's higher than before. But here's the real question. Why? Why does rent keep rising? Even when nothing else in your life improves. Because the truth is, this isn't just happening randomly. There's a system behind it. And once you understand it, you'll realize something uncomfortable. This isn't stopping anytime soon. Let's break it down. A few years ago, finding a decent place to live felt possible. Maybe not easy, but possible. Now, people are paying more. For smaller spaces, in worse locations, with fewer options, and somehow, it still keeps going up. At first, it seems simple. More demand, less supply. Basic economics, but that explanation is only part of the story, because something else changed. And most people didn't notice. Big companies and institutional investors started buying real estate at scale, not just houses, apartment buildings, entire neighborhoods, rental portfolios. And when large players control more properties, they gain control over pricing. Now think about that. If fewer individuals own homes and more corporations control rentals, who decides the price? Not the renter, and not even the local market anymore. It becomes strategic, calculated, optimized for profit, and that's when things start to shift. Because rent is no longer just about housing, it's about returns. Now add another layer, rising interest rates. When interest rates go up, buying a home becomes harder. Mortgages become more expensive, monthly payments increase. So what do people do? They keep renting, which increases demand, without increasing supply fast enough. And that pushes prices even higher. But it doesn't stop there. Construction costs also went up. Materials are more expensive. Labor is more expensive. Permits take longer. So fewer new units get built, which again limits supply and keeps pressure on prices. Now look at the full picture. More demand, less supply, higher costs, more corporate ownership, all pushing in the same direction, up. And if you're renting, you feel it every single year. But here's where it gets even more frustrating. Your income didn't rise at the same speed. So now you're stuck in a situation where rent goes up, but your paycheck doesn't, and that gap keeps getting wider. This is why so many people feel like they can't move forward. Because no matter how hard they work, housing keeps pulling them back. And it's not just about comfort anymore, it's about stability. Because when rent takes a bigger percentage of your income, everything else gets tighter. Savings go down, flexibility disappears, stress increases, and suddenly, you're not just paying for a place to live. You're paying with your future. Now here's the part nobody likes to hear. Why won't this stop? Because from a system perspective, it's working. Property values are rising. Investors are making returns. Demand remains strong. There's no immediate pressure to reverse it, unless something major changes. This trend continues, maybe slower, maybe faster, but still rising. So what can you actually do? First, understand the reality. This isn't just bad luck, it's structural. Second, stay aware of your numbers. Don't just accept increases without thinking. Third, explore alternatives when possible. Roommates, different locations, negotiation strategies. Even small changes can make a difference. And finally, think long-term. Because the biggest risk is not adapting. It's ignoring what's happening and getting trapped in it. So next time your rent goes up, don't just ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what's really driving this? Because once you understand the system, you stop feeling powerless, and you start making smarter decisions.